What's up, guys? Welcome back to AM Training, and of course it is AM Training because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I am ready to start Candito's 9-week squat program. So this is pretty much the beginning right now, literally the beginning of the program, because I am ready to go in there, squat, do some other stuff, other accessories, but let's keep this short and simple, just like me. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so that concludes day 1 of Candito's 9-week squat program, but I'm at school right now. I just had work, I had school, so it's been a long day, but I'm still pretty tired from day 1. On paper, it looks really simple. I'm like 3 sets of 3, pretty lightweight, but then when I did the pin squats, that was a whole new animal. I thought, you know, like pin squats, it's like quarter squats, right? I go all the way down, that's what we do. But this is a whole new monster. I mean, it takes out the stretch reflex, and it definitely makes it a little bit harder, especially going heavy. I pretty much kind of lost groove in one of those reps there. And then on top of that, I had stiff-legged deadlifts, really constantly keeping the tension on. That's one of his rules, is really to kind of go bodybuilding style, a lot of volume, 3 times 20, and ended off with the leg press, or leg extensions, which is something I don't usually do, so I feel like I'm going to be pretty sore tomorrow, but you know, I'm still going to have to squat. That's what it is. Alright guys, so that was day 2 of the program. This day was pretty ridiculous. I mean, I had to work out, I went to school, and then I worked out again, and then I went to work, and then now I'm back at school right now. So that was definitely a full day. Well, still is a full day because I still have 2 classes coming up. But the reason why I had to break that workout in 2 is because I didn't have enough time. I completed the whole squat day for day 2. Which was pretty hard because in the beginning it looked easy on paper. I think I said this before, but when I went ahead and did the pause squats, that was a little ridiculous. What I'm doing here, so it's a little bit different. I decided that I didn't want to stop benching. So what I did was, since I was doing so well with Candito's program, 6-week program, I'm actually gonna incorporate that with the first maybe 3 weeks or so. I'm gonna pretty much double up every week, so I really hit that volume, because in the beginning of that phase, it's a lot of high volume, high frequency. So we're gonna go ahead and pretty much double week 1, week 2, week 2, week 3, week 3, and then after that it should start to taper off into more intensity. So hopefully that works out for me. Alright, so that was day 3 of his program, and it's pretty much like day 1. The only difference is that it had about 2 more reps with pin squats. So like I said, everything was the same except for the amount of soreness. So coming into it, I wasn't sore at all, but I am still recovering from day 1 and day 2, and of course this is where you accumulate the fatigue, and that's okay. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to bring it on. Alright, so that sucked. Day 4 of Candito's program plus day 4 of his other 6-week program combined together in one workout. Definitely kicked my butt today. I this was a really long workout, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this before work, because this is actually before school right now. I actually have to go to school right now, and that's of course the story of my life. But I'm gonna wonder how I can do this before work, because this took me almost close to 3 hours worth of working out, and I am pretty tired. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, because that's another day where I have to combine both days together, and I might have to wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning to get that work done. But this was definitely different. I had to do pin squats after my regular 385 squat, and that was a little different because over here at Fitness 101 they do have a cage. I hate it though because it has like a mirror there, so I decided maybe off of blocks. So it's a little bit different because there is a little bit of that slack in the bar, but so far so good. I mean, it felt pretty good. Depth was a little bit lower than what I was used to doing the pin squats over at 24, but I think it worked out. I went ahead and did a 455 off of boxes for 3 reps. So far so good. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow because I have to do 410 for a nice triple squat pause. So see you then. Alright, so that was the last day of week 1 of both of those programs. I had to go ahead and squat, and I also had to do a pause squat. And as you can see with the pause squat, it wasn't as pausey as I wanted it to be, because 410, that was actually freaking me out. I was looking through the whole program, and I was like, man, this 410, I had to hit that because it's within 80%. I didn't want to go ahead and lower my percentage, my 1 rep max from 510 and lower it down if I failed the 410, because previous days when I had to do like 365 for 8 reps of pause squats, I barely made it through. And so I was thinking, man, if I had to do 410 for a triple, that's gonna be crazy. But it went up like pretty damn easy, and I'm a little upset that I didn't go heavier because I could have went heavier, but I think we'll go ahead and keep it as that. Maybe next cycle I do of Canditos, I'm gonna definitely go a little bit heavier because I'm a little bit more confident with pause squats now. I think this high frequency, I'm getting used to it now. It was just really in the beginning I was freaking out because I didn't think I could get the 410, and I'm like, man, I gotta reset my stuff. And so with my bench pressing, I did do the last day of his 6-week program within the same day, but my camera was a potato and it didn't catch it. So I ended up doing 255 reps, 255 pounds for 10 reps. And by the end of all this first cycle of this 9-week program, I'll go ahead and maybe do a review and see how it went. But so far so good. Not too worried about progress here. So far so good. Train hard, train smart. Finish him. Whoops, that was completely my fault. I thought I can join the 6-plate club. I got a little greedy because 545 actually felt so great that I went ahead and put 10 more pounds